Hello students, today we are continuing our session with the lectures of computer graphics. Before proceeding to the lecture, I hope all of you are doing well. You are staying at your home. During this lockdown of the outbreak of COVID-19, we are forced to stay at our home. In this time period, we are continuing our online lecture. I hope all of you are doing well. In case of any problem or any kind of help regarding the online sessions that we are organizing, you can contact with us. So today we are going to discuss about the computer graphics, and the topic is for today is going to be the viewport transformation. Before going on to the topic, let's revisit whatever we have studied so far. Okay, so far we have discussed about different type of 2D transformation like rigid transformation and non-rigid transformation. Among these transformation, we have seen that what are the operations that are going to be involved in transformation. We saw that rigid transformation includes rotation, translation, and scaling, and their combination. We also saw that what is the motive of including the homogeneous coordinate while discussing the transformation. And later on we saw some non-rigid transformation operation like shearing and mapping. We also saw that what or how reflection works when you are doing it in a device. So far we have already discussed about or already covered all of this transformation operation. So we need to move forward to the viewing of transformation or viewing transformations. That means how these transformations will come into play whenever we are watching anything in a particular device, because ultimately our goal in computer graphics is to capture the moment or capture the image in a device, and maybe a sequence of images to be captured using a device, and we can play it sequentially to build up a video. So image and video construction, these are the main goals so far. We have seen that in computer graphics. So without further ado, let's get right into the discussion of this topic. So before going on to the details about the viewing transformation, we need to discuss about this following uh, topics, that are the viewport, windows, viewport, and how the coordinate system comes into play in all of this. So let's just assume that there is an object placed over here and we want to capture this movement or capture the object using a device. So what is basically going to happen? So let's assume that this is actually where the object is placed, and you can visualize it. This coordinate is not uh, this coordinate is not something we can measure, okay, because the object is lying on the earth, and the earth cannot be measured using the coordinate that we can draw, or we can capture it using a device. Maybe we can simulate it and using some device, but that is this whole separate discussion. What I'm trying to say is, whenever we are seeing something that has a particular coordinate, when it is actually there, it is an coordinate. When we are capturing a device, we are capturing the object using a device, it is going to have its own coordinates. So all of these coordinates are separate from each other, and the transformation between them is how the um, transformation of coordinates will come into play in all of this. Okay, so the window is basically wherever the um, object is placed, the coordinate of that is called the windows, and the viewport is, let's say this is our device and we want to capture it. This is going to be the viewport of this particular problem, or let's say this particular topic, or this particular scene. It is going to be the viewport. So now why transformations are required? I just discussed this in the previous slide, because we are going to need the transformation because there are going to be separate coordinates. One coordinate is going to be the world coordinate, one is going to be the window coordinate, one is going to be the viewing coordinate. So that's why the transformation among them is going to require, because in the previous example we have seen object like this, but it is not going to be like this. It can be a hill like this, and our mobile device or our camera device can only capture this part, so it needs to clip this part from the total scene. So that is why this is actually lying according to the Windows coordinate or world coordinate, and this is actually the viewport coordinate. So it is going to be a whole lot different, the transformation among them. So that's why the transformation is required, obviously. Now, what is 2D viewing pipeline? This exact topic is based on the syllabus, because we need to first of all discuss what are the topics or what are the definition are going to require before proceeding into the mathematical part or transformation part of the viewing transformation that we are currently discussing, right? So I've already talked about the world coordinate. So world coordinate is a Cartesian coordinate where in which with we define the diagram. Okay, so it is defined using these following things: xw min, w max, yw min, yw max. Okay, so what is basically that? So if this is our world coordinate, this is xw min, yw min, and this is my xw max, yw max. Okay, so this is the uh, actual world coordinate. What is device coordinate? So if you consider it as a device, then it is going to be the device coordinate. So it is the screen coordinate where the object is going to be displayed. That is the device coordinate. Window. What is window? So window is basically where we are viewing the particular display, or the actually it is the world coordinate where the object is lying or the scene is lying what we want to capture. This is the world coordinate. Okay, so this is the bigger coordinate is the window. This is the device. This is the world coordinate. This thing, and this is the device. This is the world coordinate. So what is viewport? It in this area on device coordinate where graphics is to be displayed. So as simple as that. This is the device coordinate. This part. So this is xv min, and this is xw, xvyv, and this is xwyw. Now why this discussion is required? Because as I said, if this is lying over here, according to this coordinate, its point is going to be, this point is going to be something, and according to this coordinate, this point is going to be something. So obviously the transformation between the coordinates is required, so that we can anticipate how much transformation is going to be required whenever we are capturing the object using a device. Okay, so again, the window and viewport, the diagram representation of it. So whenever we are looking at this thing, you can see that so as you can see that this can be one thing over here, and it can be another thing over here. Okay, because whenever we are seeing it in a window, it can be 00 and 800, 600. These are actually xw min, yw min, and this is xw max, yw max, and this is actually xv min, yv min, and this is actually xw xv max, yv max. Now this is the actual object that was in world coordinate. Whenever we are seeing it inside the device, we can see that the object looks bigger. So some kind of scaling has happened, obviously, right? So these are the reasons why the transformation or viewing pipeline is required for the whole thing whenever we are capturing any scene or any object using a device. So you can see that the coordinates has also changed for this one. Okay. So I've already discussed this, because how do you specify a window? You have to specify using xw min, xw max, and viewport is specified using this. Now 2D viewing pipeline, if we see it using a particular block diagram or let's say a flow chart, it is going to look like this. First of all, we have to look at the object coordinate. Okay, so construction of object and scenes will happen. Then we have to look from the world coordinate perspective. Okay, now after that, definition of mapping region plus orientation. So here some kind of mapping transformation that we have already discussed in our previous lectures is going to come into play. Then it is going to be transformed into the viewing coordinate. Okay, so the projection into the unity image region is going to happen. Then normal device coordinates, so this device coordinate is finally going to come into play. So transformation to a specific device, and finally it is going to be taken using or captured using the particular device. So whatever I am trying to say using this block diagram is, first of all, we have to look at the object to its coordinate. Okay, and then we have to transfer the or transform the particular coordinate. So let's say this is the object and this is its particular coordinate. Now we have to convert this into the world coordinate. Okay, this is our world coordinate. Next up, we have to convert it into a viewing coordinate. So let's say that this is the device. Okay, so this part is going to be captured and this part is going to be rejected. So we need to clip this part from the total thing. Okay, so the projection into unity image region is going to happen, and finally it is going to be transformed into the device coordinate, and finally we can see it in the device that it is going to look like this. Okay, so that is how it is going to work. So we are going to see a lot of equation and lot of mathematics regarding this, and we need to understand that what is the requirement of this before going on to the future discussion about this. We need to talk about more a lot of equations that are going to be required. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. I do hope you are staying inside your home. Stay home, stay safe, and if you are going to have any query regarding this video, you can call me, and we will try to organize an online session soon so that we can discuss the problems of this particular lectures that we have discussed in last 2 weeks. Okay, thank you. Catch you in the next one. Bye.